Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be making this lovely collar on this beautiful dress exactly the way you're seeing it. So I have my dress already made, and while cutting the neck I made it 2.5 depth and 2.5 wideness. So now what I'm going to be doing now, you see I already fixed the zipper, but I left some space at the upper part of the neck, so that I'm going to be fixing the collar there and then pass the zipper across the collar. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is to measure around the neck from the back to the front, then to the back again, exactly the way you're seeing it. And while I marked it, I got 19 inches for the neck circumference. So now I'm going to be dividing the 19 inches into 2. I'll divide it by 2. Then I have a very little paper I'm going to be using to cut out this. You can see exactly how the paper is. So I'll flip it to the other side to make it in triangular shape, so you can see exactly what I have now. So I'm going to be placing it, since I already folded it, it's already folded in 2. So I'll place my tape rule on it and mark out the half of the circumference of the neck I measure. So I'm going to be marking it out curvely like this, exactly the way you're seeing it, making it slant like this. So I'll also add about 0.5 inches allowance. Then for the length of the collar, I'm going to be making it 1.5. So I just went ahead above the mark I have on ground already, came up 1.5, exactly the way you're seeing, and I also curve it together, join the points together to make it curvy, exactly the way you're seeing it now. This is me just taking the measurements again and checking out everything I marked already to see how accurate it is, and I'll go ahead and cut it out exactly the way you're seeing. And guys, we are almost done with the cutting out of the collar. So I'm going to be carrying this paper now, the paper draft. Now I'll take it to my fabric, and while I open it, I notice the center part is not really that curvy, so I use my scissors to curve it out very well. So this is the fabric I'll be using for the interface of the collar. Remember, it has a net, so I'll still cut it out on both the lace also. So I'm going to be placing it exactly the way you're seeing it. I just carry some heavy stuff to place on it so that it's going to stand well for me to cut it out very well. So after I'm done cutting this part, I'll also place it on the other fabric, the same fabric, and cut another part out, making it in 2 pieces. Please don't forget to like, to comment if you have any question, and please don't leave without subscribing to this channel. Thank you. I haven't done cutting it out in 2 places, so I'm going to place it on the cord lace now, and also cut it out exactly on the cord lace. So at this point, I'm going to take one part of the crepe fabric, the plain material, and gum a interface on it, just to make it stand and be well structured. Okay, so this is what I have after I'm done putting my interface on the plain crepe. Okay, a little attention to this part. Okay, I'll place the fabric that has the interface on the cord lace, exactly the way you're seeing now. Also know that I placed it on the wrong side of the cord lace. I'll proceed now to stitch this round. So you can see now, and this part I'm stitching round, note is the upper part of it. And I'll trim off all the excesses I have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to join it with the other crepe that we have, the other fabric we have left, just to cover up the interface. So you can see exactly how I place it now. I just place it on the right side of the cord lace, and I will go ahead and stitch it together exactly the way I did for the first one I placed. Also know that this part I'm joining is the upper part of the collar. The down part is the one that will be joined to the main dress. After I'm done stitching it, I just trim off the excesses I have, and I'm notching it just for me to be able to stitch it very well. So you can see now I just open it up exactly the way you're seeing it now, and I flip the SS stitch that I have inside to this part of the crepe, and I'm stop stitching it. You can see what I have, so that if I close it, it's going to be well placed and it won't be coming up or coming out of the collar. You can see what I have now, just for me to place it up down very well. And I'll take this to my iron and press it well, so that it's going to look calm and stand well. So you can see now. So I'll go ahead now and I'll stitch this other part down. The first part that I stitch with the cord lace, the part that has the interface. So after I'm done stitching it, you can see exactly what I have, and this is what I'm going to take to my fabric, my dress now, and stitch it on it, join it together on the neck part. And take a look at how I'm going to join it now. And I've gone ahead to open up the zipper allowance. I've opened up the zipper allowance, and the first part I'm going to be joining to the dress is the other part, the crepe part that is not joined with the cord lace. And I'm joining it now, placing the wrong side of my dress on the right side of the collar, the crepe part of the collar. You can see now. At this point, you need to be very, very patient while sewing this, because this is cord lace. There's tendency of you dragging it, and at the end it's going to look rough. So don't be in a rush, just stitch it calmly and don't drag any part of it. And after I'm done, I just trim off the excess I have inside also. So you can see what I have now. So this other part that I didn't stitch, I'm going to flip it to the right part now to close it up. And at this time now, I'm going to be folding the collar on the excess I have inside. That's the first one I sew. I'm going to close it up now by flipping the other part of the collar at the front of the dress, exactly the way you are seeing it now. Then I'll be folding it inside and be stitching it straight away. This one also needs you to be very, very patient. Just take your time and fold it, double fold it in on top of the lace, the first one you joined, just to close it up. I'll change the direction of the camera so that it will project it well for us to see exactly what I'm doing on this neck part. And this is what I'm doing. Just place it, and I'm folding up the collar just to close up the excess on the neck side. You can see now, just to close up the first one I stitch under. You can see how I'm stitching it, and this is how I'm going to do it round till I finish up. Please don't forget to give it a like, please a thumbs up, and please, if you have any question, do wait to leave it in the comment box below. I'll be right there to answer all our questions. And if you have any tutorial you want me to make, also leave it in the comment box below. And please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Yeah, you can see the beautiful color we have after we are done stitching it exactly the way we did now. So now at this point, I'm going to be finishing up my zipper on the collar. Remember, I left the space for it while putting the zipper, so I'll just go ahead and continue putting the zipper, just stitch it round on the collar. And this is me just trimming off all the excesses I have, and then I'm closing up the zipper allowance just exactly the way you close up your zipper allowance while you put on your dress. You can see what I'm doing right now, and I'll take it again to the stitching machine and stitch it down, double stitch and stitch again just to hold it well tight. And I will do the same thing to the other parts of the zipper for the collar, and this is what I have at the back. Then for the front, this is what I have, guys. This is looking so beautiful and is really well placed on the neck area. and you can see exactly what I have. You can see how beautiful it is. This is a very simple method to make a simple collar without stress. Guys, if this video is useful, give it a thumbs up. Don't leave without subscribing. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.